figure out how to pay me off to shut me up because they think money gonna shut me up, and money ain't gonna shut me up. I don't give no about money. If I gave a about money, I would have continued a relationship to work with you.
It appears that Katt Williams continues to share insights into the entertainment industry, stirring up controversy with revelations about various celebrities. This narrative is reminiscent of Jaguar Wright's long-standing warnings about the industry. Katt's recent
15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies.
One notable accusation from Katt Williams involves Kevin Hart being labeled as a puppet within the industry, allegedly placed there to replace Katt himself. This adds another layer to the ongoing drama and intrigue surrounding the revelations from both Katt Williams and Jaguar Wright. Steve Harvey was also criticized for allegedly copying other comedians in the industry. Katt Williams accused him of being jealous of the late Bernie Mac and claimed that Steve was against Bernie while he was alive. However, after Bernie passed away, Katt said Steve adopted Bernie's style and even stole jokes from Mark Curry. This accusation added to the chaos Katt caused with his interviews, as he called out several big names in the entertainment world.
All of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest, period, every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get your ego out of this. You let the best be the best, right?
Katt Williams related.
For the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
right,
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves and is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was gonna play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers?
This is something that Jaguar had already spoken about in various interviews. She accused Diddy of abusing his power by coercing young men into doing things they didn't want to do. Several years before Diddy's actions were exposed by Cassie, Jaguar went on a rant on her Instagram and shared a story she heard from a lawyer who used to work for Diddy. According to Jaguar, the lawyer mentioned an incident where they walked in on Christopher Williams performing oral sex on Diddy in his office. Jaguar claimed that Diddy knew Christopher was straight, but still pressured him into the act in exchange for a record deal. This revelation from Jaguar aligned with Katt Williams' recent accusations against Diddy. further highlighting the pattern of abuse of power in the industry.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. Because the people want to know, well, why did he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people.
The additional details about Diddy's alleged abuses of power, as disclosed by both Jaguar Wright and Katt Williams, provide a disturbing and consistent narrative. Jaguar's earlier accounts, including the story she shared about Christopher Williams, aligned with the recent accusations made by Katt Williams against Diddy. This convergence of stories serves to emphasize a concerning pattern of exploitation within the entertainment industry. The public's reaction on social media reflects a mix of opinions. Some argue that these accusations were already circulating, but societal focus was easily swayed by media narratives controlled by Hollywood. Others express a belief that paying closer attention to the deceptive language used by celebrities, politicians, and athletes could prevent the need for whistleblowers like Katt and Jaguar.
Turned into an album deal, which that never happened. But this young woman walked in to get approval on some paperwork. And when she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, they didn't stop. She just walked out, and she just kept her head down at the office the rest of the day, I believe it was. And I don't think it was at the end of business day that day, but I think it was the following day. He came into her office and was like, yeah, so you came in there, so what? What you gonna do? You gonna say something? And she was like, oh no, she was like, I just don't understand why you left the door unlocked. If you were in there doing that, why would you leave the door unlocked? He said, I'll do whatever I want to do in my building. And I just don't know. He was like, it's power, see? I can make a man, he said, if I can make a man suck my, I can make people.
The notion of Katt Williams protecting Jaguar adds another layer of intrigue to the ongoing discussion, sparking curiosity and prompting viewers to share their thoughts. The online conversation surrounding these revelations and accusations indicates a heightened awareness and interest in the complex dynamics within the entertainment industry and the role of whistleblowers in exposing what may have been hidden for a long time.